Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. If you type on Google Prophet Muhammad and camel urine, I know it's disgusting, but you will find a huge number of narrations from the authentic books of ahadith telling you that the Prophet Muhammad told a group of people to go and drink the camel urine. And meanwhile, you will find several justification of this disgusting act. Even you will find the arguments from the Hindus, who usually did not hesitate to drink the cow urine, and telling the Muslims that what is the big difference between you and us? We are drinking cow urine and your Prophet told you to drink camel urine. And even you will find some real videos on the YouTube that the Muslims in Arabic Peninsula and the different countries, they are actually drinking the camel urine and justifying this disgusting act by these sort of narrations in the authentic books of hadith. What is the real picture? What is the real scenario? What is the authentic and the right understanding of these sort of narrations? How our teacher Javed Ahmad Ghamdi solved this problem. So what happened actually, there's a tribe named as Bani Ukul. They embraced Islam and came to Medina and started living with the Prophet Muhammad and tried to learn the religion. This was the normal, usual practice at that time. So they actually suffered from the disease which ruins their skin, and they have some stomach problem. So they came to the Prophet Muhammad and asked them that we need a fresh camel milk. Prophet Muhammad told them that we didn't have a camel milk here, so you can go in the suburbs of Medina and we have some camels there, so you can go and drink the free camel milk and urine. So the words of the narration are, فَأَمَرَهُمْ, Prophet Muhammad told them, advises them to go and yashrabu, and drink min albaniha, the milk of the camel, wa abwaliha, and the urine. So this phrase actually give that knowledge to the Muslim that Prophet Muhammad advises and told us to drink the camel urine for the medical purposes to cure your disease. So Mr. Ghamdi actually told them that this is a huge misconception and huge misunderstanding of the style of the language. He told that in general, not even only in the Arabic language, in every language, you sometimes omit the verb which are very obvious, which people in front of you can understand with the real scenario and the context. So like if someone asks you, can I have a pen to write? So we usually say even that, yes, here's the pen to write and here's a chair. Here's a chair for what? So we usually omit the verb, here's a chair to sit. So sit and write. But we know the person in front of us, he can easily understand the context, the scenario, and the verb which is omitted, because this is very obvious. So according to Ustad Javed Ahmad Ghamdi, in this phrase, the style of the language is same that the Prophet Muhammad actually omitted one verb which is common and the obvious in the tribal culture, because they usually process the urine and apply on the skin to cure the disease. In the ancient traditional classical culture, this was the normal usual practice. So even nowadays, if you go and find on the Google, you will find several ways in the tribal areas with the wise people and the sage people even advising right nowadays to cure your skin problem by processing and applying the camel urine. So what happened? There's a one verb which was omitted from this narration. So Prophet Muhammad never told them to go and drink the camel urine. This is something which is very common. Even in the Quran, you will find several examples of that. Like in Quran, Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ تَبَوَّأُوا الدَّارَ وَالْإِيمَانِ, those who were settled here in Medina, and Iman. What is the connection of Iman with the settling? So if you find and go and see the books of tafsir, you will find that each and every mufassir, he is giving one omitted verb here, and it is the ahkamu, strengthening the iman. So the actual phrase was وَالَّذِينَ تَبَوَّأُوا الدَّارَ وَأَحْكَمُوا الْإِيمَانِ, those who settle here and strengthen their faith. So this is something which is very common in every language in this world. So according to Javed Ahmad Ghamdi, that the Prophet Muhammad never told anyone to go and drink the camel urine, and those who know his personality, and those who know how sensitive he was about these sort of things, and those who know he was the Prophet who bring the Sharia, and we have focus on the dietary Sharia, the things which are permitted to eat and which are prohibited. How come it's possible that the Prophet Muhammad told the people and advised them to go and drink the camel urine? So this is a huge misconception because of the lack of understanding of the style of the language, the ignorance of the context. So Prophet Muhammad never told anyone to go and drink the camel urine. And even if you go and see in the books of hadith, you will find the phrase فَشَرِبُوا مِنْ أَلْبَانِهَا. Like in the end, even the ravis, those people who are narrating this narration, they are telling فَشَرِبُوا مِنْ أَلْبَانِهَا. So those group of people, they went in the suburbs, but they only drink the camel milk, not the urine.